Okay, so Arknights Endfield have released another DevCom. Endfield Zeroth Directive DevCom. So yeah, we are just going to read it, and yeah, that's basically it, I guess. For people that have not seen it yet. So, dear Administrator, ever since the official release of Arknights Endfield 2 weeks ago, tomorrow at least, Talos 2 has welcomed numerous explorers and builders of boundless passion, intellect, and the spirit of altruism. Together, administrators from across the world have filled the world of Endfield with life and riches. As of February 1st, 2026, power transmission lines laid down by every administrator of the world have reached a total length of... Wow, is that billion? 42 billion, I think. 195,240,313 meters. And a total of 23,271,228 shared facilities have received repairs. That's a lot. An easy stash facility located in the hub of Valley 4 also received the most installation and repairs, totaling 4,342,952 repairs. Did one single easy stash facility get that, man? Wow. Okay. I don't know if you can, but I wish you could like see, like, I guess if you look at the medals, since there is like a repair medal and get facilities repaired, I wish you could see like how many you have. You might be able to, I'm not sure, so can't say much for that. We hereby thank administrators of the entire world of your efforts in a joint construction and mutual support. Don't listen to Antal in the background. Make team creation easier for administrators and improve the early game experiences in combat and exploration. All administrators who completed the main mission, Chapter 1, Process 1, Break the Siege, shall receive a progress reward, designation selection permit. Use this permit to designate and acquire one of the 6-star operators featured in the basic headhunting banner. I mean, you could say this is like an apology for something, like the PayPal incident. Not sure how that goes yet. If it goes well or how it is. But either way, it's still a nice thing. Personally, I have 3 of them. I think most people might have at least 3. If unlucky, they have 2. Because you get Ardelia for free. If you're super unlucky, you might only have 1, which is Ardelia. So, yeah. But personally, I mean, it's between Leafing and Last Right. I'm not going exactly to say which one is objectively the best, since I'm just going to say it now. And choose the one, I don't know, that's kind of sad if you can't test them before playing. But either way, or test them before getting them, I guess. But either way, my, I guess, tip, or I don't know the word now, to be honest, but my recommendation is to take the operator, look at the kit, and see if if it seems like, if it is something like it seems you need. Also look up gameplay, since there definitely is some kind of gameplay, like Endfield has like demos released on their official channel that you can look at, so that's something. And look like how does the operator look to you? Like, does the operator look interesting enough for you to like get? If that makes sense. Personally, I wouldn't go fully on just meta. Since if you don't like the operator, it's really not worth like getting it. Like, genuinely. This item will be delivered by mail. Administrators who have already completed or will be completing the set mission will receive the item after the quick update on February 5th, 2026. Icebreaker? Anyway, so yeah, as of recording this, it's February 4th. It probably will be when I upload it too, but yeah, it's probably after daily reset tomorrow then, I guess. If that makes sense. And if you are a bit confused, everyone will get this one, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think even people who will complete this, like after the update, will be able to get it. And people who have completed it before the update will get it. So that's just something nice and important to like have. In the future, we will consider sending this progress reward item via an in-game feature so that receiving the item will be more intuitive process. Meanwhile, during the last 2 weeks, the project team has received plenty of valuable suggestions from multiple channels, including surveys, customer support feedback, and community discussions. We have referenced these suggestions as well as the administrator's in-game behavioral data to improve the in-game content. The previous update optimized the claiming of the AIC factory simulation rewards and reduced the stats and or resistances of certain enemies. I'm fine with that, but they should also fix something so it is like for world level or exploration level, if that makes sense. I saw someone, like a content creator, I think, say something about that. Though I don't know how hard it is to actually fix, though. But Hypergriff also likes challenges, so that's also something. In addition to these tweaks, we hope that our Endeavor comms will provide timely and comprehensive updates on optimizations that are ready to go, as well as those in the works for future updates. That's something I really like, genuinely. I don't know how often they will post these dev comms, but they are still extremely nice. Okay, so these are the ready-to-go optimizations. Enemy stats optimizations. To improve the administrator's exploration experience, we have lowered enemy levels at various exploration levels, including exploration level 6, enemy level is reduced from 60 to 55. The post-adjustment level 55 enemies drop the same loot as the pre-adjustment level 60 enemy. Exploration level 7, enemy level is reduced from 70 to 60. That's a big one. I don't know how it is for me. I think that's a big one. The post-adjustment level 60 enemies drop the same loot as the pre-adjustment level 60 enemies. Early game operator progression support. Okay, let's just do the first one. For the level 7, exploration level 7, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess explore, like, when you explore, it is mostly supposed to be easier, I guess. For the most part, at least, like. I do hope, like, there is, like, some more challenging enemies. No, there is one place with 3 of the same enemy that I didn't like that. That was, wow, that was painful to experience. It was just a real annoying enemy of the same type. Three of them at the same time, basically. In ruling, by the way, you might know what I'm talking about, and then... Either way, yeah. Early game operator progression support. Administrators who reach authority level 16, 17 and 18 will directly receive a number of ferrium components for assembling blue quality gear. Administrators who reach authority level 28, 29 and 30 will receive a number of crystal components for assembling purple quality gear. Upon reaching each of the authority levels listed above, administrators will receive enough components to assemble 4 pieces of gear of the listed quality. This will improve combat experience before the administrators construct and develop their AIC factories. Administrators who have already reached the listed authority levels shall receive compensation items via in-game mail. This is something that is actually really good. I assume it's at level 16 you unlock blue quality gear, and at level 28 it's purple quality gear. So this is actually something really nice for, yeah, just in general. And since they said, like, this will improve combat experience before the administrators construct and develop their AIC factory. Since they understand there is a possibility people haven't constructed and developed it enough for them to, yeah, create the components. So that's something nice. AIC Factory Control Optimizations. A feature to quickly switch all selected facilities on or off has been added to the top view mode. This will make it easier for administrators to quickly allocate power resources during a low power. This is nice. I like this. So you can turn everything off and then turn on everything that needs to be turned on. So you have to be kind of careful in this. You kind of have to calculate how, like, if when you turn off, how many do you need to turn off? I mean on. Like, is there more that will be turned off after, or will there be more turned on? So yeah. You still kind of have to think, but I mean, obviously it's still a nice thing. Map experience optimization. During this distribution of nearby enemies for several TP points, there are material gathering sites and mining spots of the map have been adjusted to improve the administrator's experience when setting up AIC facilities in these locations. Interesting. Not 100% sure if I understand. Not that I will notice the difference probably, but I have to see. Other optimizations. Adjusted the difficulty designs for a number of persuasive devices. These optimizations will be released in-game with a quick update scheduled on February 5th, 2026 at 8 AM to 8:10 AM UTC +8. So now for the update updates and optimizations that are in the works for future updates. Basically the ones that will take longer time. Additionally, based on long-term monitoring of in-game data and feedback from our community, we will continue to work on various optimizations for future updates. Most of these changes will be released within the next 2 updates, which is nice. It's nice that they tell us that, so we can expect them within the next 2 updates. Not bad. Okay, that's nice then. They include, but are not limited to, the following: resource allocation and experience optimization, adding more early game headhunting resources and sources. That's interesting. I'm assuming people will be compensated depending on what it is, which I hope. But that's nice. Adding more resources of AIC quota, as the players have reflected the limited amount of AIC quota available during early game. I think, yeah, I think I understand, maybe. Optimizing several tasks in the operation manual. I'm assuming to make the dailies, I'm assuming the dailies at least, to make them faster in a way. Not sure though. Optimizing protocol spaces for materials. Players can now challenge these protocol spaces with their team. That's really nice. So I'm assuming like you will have max HP every time like you restart and all that. That's extremely nice. I have put something that it feels like. I mean, of course it is similar, but to OG Arknights, but at least for me right now. It is getting a bit easier though, to be honest, but it is a bit harder to like. I mean, it's also because I like leveled up like Administrator, Fluorite, Ember, and someone else, I forgot who. Ardelia, right? How could I forget? Basically at the same time. So yeah, that's one thing. But either way, it's not that bad. It's fine. But I think for casuals, it will be easier to level up, since depending on how much they play each day. AIC Factory. Optimizing the display of shared facilities in the cutscenes. Okay, that's nice. Optimizing the management of shared facilities so that they can be deleted directly from the map screen. That's not nice, to be honest. If it's the thing I'm assuming for shared facilities is that if I, for example, want to delete something like it's annoying or in the way, I can delete it, and it's only deleted for me. But for other people that might have the shared facility, they still have it. Like I'm not deleting it for everyone. Optimizing the quick stash logic of filled bottles. Interest. Optimizing the UI so that players own zip lines. Zipline facilities can be better distinguished from shared facilities. Okay. I think it's relatively easy to see the difference. Increasing the maximum zoom out of top view mode. That's nice, honestly. Especially for the main AICs. I guess the smaller ones are PAC. But that's still nice. Allowing AIC facility construction outside the core AIC area. Optimizing the display of completed simulations and adding engraved medals for completed simulation. That's interesting. That's not bad. Interactions and quality of life. Optimizing the acceptance of new missions after mission completion to improve the clarity of mission guidance and navigation. Okay. I mean, I feel like it has been relatively clear, I think. Can't think of anything when it hasn't been clear, at least. So, I mean, still nice, obviously. Not going to complain. Quality of life is quality of life, obviously. Adding tips for missions that can unlock new areas. That's not a bad thing, honestly. Optimizing the mail cage. Rare gatherables can now go to the mail cage and they directly move to the depot once claimed. That's nice, instead of going to the backpack. Optimizing the appearance and frequencies of red dots reminders so that they become less intrusive. That's honestly good. I like that they have something like that. Like, since they can be like annoying. I still have like red dots for... I forgot what it is actually. I can actually see. Yeah, database and archive. Also this one I make. I don't really care to open it enough. It just is like that. Optimizing the display of materials left in rare gathering sites. That's nice. Optimizing the controller experience and making controller button and remapping more comprehensive. That's good for people who do controller. Adding a quick claiming feature for cabin projects and an auto production setup feature from production cabins aboard a D-Jung. That's nice. Adding a quick claim feature for clues and an auto clue placement feature. That's nice. That's really nice. Obviously, it's not for now, but like it's for a future update. But that's really nice. Adding a remote quick claim feature for recycling. Oh, okay. I have seen people complain about this. Honestly, I don't really go collect it really, to be honest. I mean, it is a good thing to collect, but I think most things upgraded on DJI. Don't know if I can upgrade more, to be honest, but it's still a nice thing that they are adding or fixing. Combat. Optimizing visual cues and effects that appear when enemies are about to attack. Okay, that's honestly, I personally haven't given feedback for this, but it is still a good thing. Like for some attacks, mostly I honestly spam dodge. That's just something I do, but it's still a nice thing since I do try to like actually dodge some attacks. And some can be a bit like confusing on when you should dodge. They should also add a training room. And I don't know if they have something like that in simulation for characters, but they should add a training room on DJI where you can train with your characters, like you can add different enemies or stuff like that. Personally, it's just a nice thing I think they should add. Like so you can train, like if you want to be more hardcore or stuff like that. And you can also try out your teams, like if you don't use guides. Like for me, for example, I don't exactly use guides. I kind of want to just do things on my own. So for me, it would be nice. Obviously, I should write that in feedback, but just putting it out there. Optimizing teammates to support and picking up drops and loot. It hasn't been that bad for that with me, to be honest. like the, but I mean, it's still nice, I guess. Optimizing teammates following actions, movement paths, and collision effects. Optimizing the logic for exiting battles. Interesting. We hope that the aforementioned optimizations and changes will give our administrators a better gaming experience. Other improvements are also in the works. We will constantly reference our administrators' feedback and suggestions. In the future, we will continue to use DevComms as the means to convey and introduce our latest optimizations. The development of Talos 2 relies on all our administrators' support. Once again, we thank every administrator across the world for your constant support and encouragement for Arknights Endfield. The Arknights Endfield team. So, just a quick thing before ending this. Overall, it's pretty nice updates. I mean, the thing I heard about the most is the recycling station thing. Otherwise, it is obviously nice optimizations overall. And it's nice that they are telling us that this is the way they will convey feedback and updates. So yeah, that's just something really nice. So there are obviously some stuff that might not be in this, but they have said that there is other improvements that are in the works that they haven't mentioned here. Either they will mention it in a later DevCom or just when the update rolls out. But yeah, these are the optimizations that are ready to go. There probably aren't more. If there are, it's very minor. But yeah, so far, at least for me, I have enjoyed most of my time at least. Can't exactly think of anything I haven't enjoyed. I'm excited for the events later. I guess next week it is. There are 2 events this week. Might stream then, but that's on Twitch probably. Yeah, but otherwise, yes, overall nice feedback or optimizations, I guess. I would say devs listened probably. I mean, this is also a nice thing. The selection ticket. So yeah, I mean that's it. You probably have stopped watching either way. So yeah, that's it.